Hi, dear fans and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram welcoming you to the edition of Cricket Happenings. Though a bit late today, but as you know, I just need this Cricket Happening show to go on. So I just want to give you a brief summary of the day two proceedings at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, where Sri Lanka, once again, as you know, yesterday they were all out for 239. Today, Pakistan again slowly going the way that they did in the first test by actually taking a very good lead of 42 runs, a handy lead right now, but 6 wickets are remaining. And the good part is that Azhar Ali went on to make his century. Now, he was one of those persons, one of those elite few who, what comes to really mind is there was somebody by the name, it was a great captain, even though he was not playing well. He was Mike Brearley of England. That's what comes readily to mind. 1,000 runs and no centuries. And that was the case for Azhar Ali. But today, it really changed. Azhar Ali went on to make a century of 242 balls with 9 fours. It was a really grinding effort, but very good under the circumstances because what happened was Pakistan actually lost 2 early wickets, and in the morning, the Sri Lankan bowlers were bowling absolutely superbly, especially Suranga Lakmal, of whom 2 catches were dropped in succession, which was very sad. And then Velagar Damika Prasad was the one who actually picked up the wickets, starting at the overnight score of 42 for no loss, but just adding 20 runs. Damika Prasad was able to move the ball well, and Mohammad Hafiz was trapped in front for 33 with 4 fours, and Taufik Umar followed him to the pavilion. In fact, Taufik Umar was the first one to go, caught by Debutant Silva. Debutant Silva getting his first catch there with the bowling of Damika Prasad, and he was gone for 27 with 3 fours. So there are 2 wickets gone and 64 for 2 at that stage, and Azhar Ali and Yunis Khan then came in and put up a very good partnership. In fact, they took up a 116-run partnership in which Azhar Ali, well, as it was a grinding effort from him, and Yunis Khan, on the other hand, also was really, they were making sure that they don't do what Sri Lanka did by losing wickets, and they stayed at the wicket, even though the second session, I would say, they belonged to Pakistan because what Yunis Khan Azhar Ali did is he just blunted the Sri Lankan attack by having some door defense, and that's what they did. And it took a long while, only at 181. It was Tilkanet Dilshan who struck after Yunis Khan actually reached his 50 with a 6, but Tilkanet Dilshan clean bowled him for 55 with 2 fours and 1 6. Azhar Ali was there, joined by Misbah Ulaq. Misbah Ulaq, as you know, calm and composed, initially started off with a bit of aggression, tapered towards the end by allowing Azhar Ali to, he wanted to guide Azhar Ali to a century, and that's what he precisely did. And Azhar Ali made 100 runs. So Azhar Ali went on, and that was another partnership slowly coming up. Probably not a century partnership, but it yielded more than 90 runs with Azhar Ali and Misbah ul Haq playing very well, and making sure that Pakistan will definitely take the lead, and that's what did. But Azhar Ali, just before close of play, was gone as he was LBW bowled Dilshan for 100 with 9 fours. But congratulations to Azhar Ali, finally getting onto that coveted mark for Azhar Ali. And finally at stump, Misbah ul Haq, when stumps were drawn for the day at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium on the second day, Misbah ul Haq was not out on 40 with the 2 fours and 1 6, and Saeed Ajmal, the night watchman, was not out on 5 with 1 4. So 281 for 4, a handy lead of 42 runs, 6 wickets remaining. And it was a good effort from Pakistan, and Sri Lanka once again on the third day have to pull the stops here because they need to get some early wickets. Misbah ul Haq, or probably they also have Asad Shafiq yet to come. So definitely Sri Lanka, I wouldn't say, because the second new ball is available. There are certain things in their favor, but what is going to be seen is whether they can dismiss Misbah ul Haq. If they could actually get the wicket of Misbah ul Haq, that would really G them up, because then they have Asad Shafiq, but he's also a very good batsman, and then we have Adnan Akmal. So probably they will be getting onto the tail slowly but surely after Adnan Akmal. So Saeed Ajmal. So it all depends how Sri Lanka really shape up there. The bowling figures, the Velikanta 20 overs, 4 minutes, none for 50 bowled well. Damika Prasad was the pick, 20 overs, 1 for 273. Rangana had bowled 23 overs, 3 minutes, none for 56, toiled hard. Lakmal 20 overs, 7 minutes, none for 38. Very luckless bowler, I would say, Suranga Lakmal. Less than 16 overs, 1 minute, 248. and that was stumps on the second day of Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Now, the other news that I would like to cover here, dear cricket fans, would be tomorrow there's going to be one match again. Australia and South Africa are going to cross words in the third one day international. As you know, it is right now tied at 1-1. So Australia, South Africa and Australia will be clashing in that third one day international, if I'm right. So that is something which is going to happen. And Other than that, I don't have much news, but I am also having some news here saying that Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain, may be rested for the West Indies test. As you know, I mean, West Indies would be touring India, so probably he could be rested. That's what the Indian think tank selectors have been just telling the media. And whether that's going to happen, whether they are going to look at Harbhajan, that's another question. So that's it. Those are the things. But as I said, Pakistan really in not probably a firm grip on the match here against Sri Lanka on the second day, and the third day should be very interesting. Seeing whether Sri Lanka can dismiss the Pakistani team for probably 350 and restrict the lead, and that's what would really enable them. Or it could go the other way, like what Pakistan did in the first test. Because Misbah ul Haq is a very very wonderful player. He can really play the role of an anchor, sheet anchor, and can guide the other batsmen. So it will be very interesting to see what happens on the third day. Well, dear fans, friends, and subscribers, I should be giving this an stop right now, and I'm going to end my Cricket Happening show for today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and see you all tomorrow with the third day report between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and the match between South Africa and Australia in the one day international, which is going to be played tomorrow. Until then, it's good night.